Hi, this is the prefab that I've been working on so far. It's based off of the house I grew up in, kind of. A lot of it is mostly only the basement is the part that is the closest to the rest of the house. And then basically just the paint on the outside color is the same how or similar to the same color of how it was. So all the doors on the outside are locked. Front door and then the side kitchen door are locked. They can be opened from right here. The way you get in is you go in through this thing here, which is open. Then there can be zombies here and here. So going around this first floor here, I tried to make it similar to how it was to the best of my abilities, but at some point I did give up since it was a little bit more difficult for me to determine the scale of some things. So this is supposed to be like the living room area, and I realized I forgot to put a table right here. But I have over here, this is where we always put our Christmas tree next to the stairs. So I put some presents underneath, some shoes, and a little bit of ammo. And then going across over here, we got the dining room with a shelf, lamp, chair, and then a table. Something to note also is that these windows, I actually am thinking I'm going to make them extend outward in sort of like a diagonal shape. I don't really know how to explain it offhand, but I think I'm going to do that later, just so there's a little bit of extra spice to it. Coming over here, we have a hallway that connects everything here. Inside here, we have a small bathroom. Not too much to see in here. Down this way, we got small little, I guess, outside room into an office, which this is not actually how my house was. This whole area was open. There was no wall here, there was no office. It was just you could go all the way from here to this other wall. But I messed up the scale a little bit, because this window would have been lined up with this actually sliding door in the back. So I decided to, whatever, I'll just kind of add my own thing. So inside the office, we got a switch right here. And that switch opens up the basement, which is right here. And then in the kitchen, right here, something to note is I would have put a pantry thing there, which I guess I could do with shelves or whatever. But I think this looks fine, to be honest. Because it was supposed to be something that had like a big door that you could open all at once, and then you could just reach it into any of the shelves, but I couldn't really find something like that out of wood. As mentioned before, this key opens up the side door and the front door, which is over there. And going downstairs, this is actually the closest thing to the actual house. We got a painting and a clock here. And we had a toy chest in here. Something to note with this is that the TV, I guess, would have been down here, and it was a box TV. I actually did put one of those up here where I made my own box TV out of paint and blocks with rebar on top. I think that actually looks very good. But down here, with the way the shelf I wanted that to look, I did not do that. But with this toy chest here, the way it actually was you could open one side and crawl into it, and there's a ton of stuff in there, like a lot of Beanie Babies and just a lot of stuffed animals in general. For some reason, one side was always stuck. I remember it being the left side a lot. But my brother always thinks it was the right side. And I think one side did get unstuck, and then the other got stuck somehow. But moving on, here we got, a nice little couch area. These actually weren't here, but the room felt really empty without them, so I dropped some in. For some reason, there was always a random pole, not even centered in the room. It was just off to the side, and it was like a rope wrapped all the way around it. So I tried to get a ropey looking texture. This is the best I got. Over here we have a little exercise bike. This is actually more of a recent thing. Wasn't here when I was growing up. This would have been an air hockey table, but we don't have that. And I don't really want to get mods. And then over here, we had 3, like, old-ass computers. Like, we don't have CRT monitors in there, and I probably don't want to make my own because it would be a bit lumpy feeling. I might try some stuff, though, but we'll see. Going back here, this is the laundry room. And I put a workbench in there because I guess I feel like this would be a place where, you know, work would get done. Put a bunch of shelves in here. This is where we had a bunch of food and stuff. I couldn't quite capture how this room actually looked very well in the game, so I kind of did do my own thing with it in some places. Like right here, there obviously isn't like a secret compartment that you can punch down the walls of. But what is accurate is you could actually go all the way around the basement with this door here, and then these little things here. And this is actually a locked door, but you could go around all the basement in a circle, almost. In here, this was kind of like a storage room for the most part. It wasn't quite this messy. You could walk in the middle of it, but I wanted it to feel pretty full, so I just put a bunch of stuff in the center. I did put radioactive barrels in here. Obviously, we didn't have these, but they're in the fictional house. And then over here, there's a switch, which once hit will open this sewer, which is supposed to be like a sump pump. And there's a weapons bag inside. I was trying to put water in there as well, but it deleted the bag, so I canned that idea. Yeah, that's basically that. And now I'll head upstairs. So up here, this is probably the least faithful to the actual house, because this balcony is not actually here. And if this was real, my room growing up would have been right here. Now, something else to note is I couldn't actually figure out how to make these fences turn sideways on the edge of this thing. If there's a way to do that, that would be nice to know, but for now they are broken. There's one down there and one up here. Let's go into the rooms first. So over here, we got just a two-person bedroom. I was thinking this would be me and my brother's room. So I kind of put what I think we might have had, like a desk and a couple wardrobes, maybe put some toys in these things. And then a little closet, of course. Going out of there into the next room, here we have what I guess would be my sister's bedroom, I suppose. Kind of decorated it similar to the last one, except for the fact that this door, which actually I'm going to remove the trigger for right now, I meant to do that a while ago. This opens up into a sort of storage room, where there's a weapons bag, it's some books, suitcase, other miscellaneous things, and a safe. Down here is a small little bathroom, and we will be coming back here later because that's how you get to the attic, which we actually did not have an attic. But just to, you know, not waste space, I decided why not. And this last room, I guess, would be my parents' room. Got the king-size bed in here, actually 2 lamps, extremely bright, like you're entering the kingdom of heaven lamps right here. But we got a little TV, if they can watch that. Little closet here. And this balcony, we did not have a balcony. But I messed up, like I said. In reality, the bed would probably be somewhere around here because my parents' bedroom was actually directly above the kitchen. But I'm very poor at building roofs. It looks like literally like a Pizza Hut roof, so I didn't want to have to figure out how to make it like curve and look nice, which maybe I'll do that at another date. Something else to note is I was just kind of experimenting with this here, so I'm probably going to remove these, but for now you can actually open these hatches here. Coming over here, we just have actually put a cactus here because we had a cactus for like a little bit. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, though, in here, we got just a small little couch. I put a TV box right there because, like, hey, we got a new TV, maybe we'll put it up here. And then I didn't know if I wanted to fill this in or not, so I just left it open. And I put just like a little box over here. Alright, and finally let's go up to the attic. If I could open this. Actually, no, I'm just gonna fly through. The attic we didn't have, so I just kind of did my own thing in here. I just kind of made it like the closet I showed you a little bit ago, where it's just crammed with resources. Put an air conditioner in here. We got a bunch of wood, some metal, a little bit of trash up here. Pipes, bunch of cement, paper, and flagstone. So a nice place to come if you need a little bit of those things. I also really like breaking these in actual survival. It's just really satisfying to do that. But that is the house. And there actually is a tiny bit of space in here and in the walls because I was trying to make it slightly bigger, but you can see here the roof was kind of not cooperating with me. And I'm really bad at building a roof, so I was having a rough time with it, so I just gave up and made it slightly smaller. But I'm okay with how this turned out. Looks pretty nice. And that's basically the house so far.